Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for coming here today, Commissioner. I want to follow on some of Representative Davis's questions and looking at and I accept that it may not be exactly a tax increase, but the delay, postponement of phasing in the higher exemption on Social Security, pension, and annuity income, and also touching on the increase of the boat tax to 6.35%. What is the purpose of these actions if at the end of the day they don't produce that increased revenue? I think looking at IRS figures between 2011 and 2016 or 2017, Connecticut lost almost 80,000 residents fleeing for lower tax states, $8.1 billion in adjusted gross income. We've seen with the reduction of the boat tax, the sales revenue received by the state actually increased by 4% over the same period with that reduction to 2.99%. So when you're putting these figures together, are you doing any kind of dynamic scoring, taking into account that people respond to financial incentive? And as Representative Davis said, if you were a couple making your plans to stay in the state because you were going to see that income tax relief, that pension income relief, that annuity relief, and now you decide to stay, and these retirees leave in increasing numbers, how are we gaining if we're actually losing that income tax revenue? We're now leaving homes empty, you know, all the follow-on effects. So I'm just curious as to how we're approaching this. Don't we have to look at the effect that these increases are going to have, and whether they will produce the revenue that you are forecasting?
Representative Cheeseman, you raise a valid point, and we spent days and weeks ad nauseum looking at the sales tax broadening, the potential impacts on specific industries, and what we found ourselves doing was engaging in a conversation again of picking those winners and those losers in a sense. And so the governor felt that a starting point for conversation with you and your fellow legislators was to level the playing field and then to sit down and have an honest dialogue about where there should be exemptions and where they should not be exemptions. With respect to the boating industry, I understand that there has been considerable conversations about the impact, particularly on that industry. I understand that the adjustment to the 2.99% is a more recent change. I believe it was effective in fiscal year 2018. And if we believe that through our conversations between now and early June, that is an industry that should continue to have a lower exemption, this administration will have that dialogue with you. So again, this is a starting point for that conversation. The governor would like to see us make progress in this area, and we're happy to continue to have conversation about that.
Thank you. And I will take you and the governor at his word that this is the opening part of the conversation, because I would be very disturbed to see us putting policies into place that not only don't have the desired effect of increasing revenue, but have the opposite effect of actually leaving the state in a worse place than it was before. And you referenced picking winners and losers. I don't want us to make too many people in this state losers. We all want to be winners. And I think we have to find the path ahead in a very difficult situation, dealing with all the legacy debt that we have, that really maximizes that opportunity. So I welcome the chance to, as we move forward, but please, you know, keep an open mind.
Will do.
We don't want to hurt our residents and our businesses further. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.